Sable Island, it's about 40 kilometers long, pretty much the length of Manhattan, more or less. It's very narrow, it's about the width of Central Park. Now, there are about 300 horses on Sable Island, so imagine Manhattan with 300 people. To find those 300 people in Manhattan would be something. The origins of the horses are multiple. They come partly from shipwrecks, some of them being brought from the mainland. It's a mixture of so many different breeds. And the horses, as they exist, they do not have a specific name or of a specific breed other than just the sable horses. Many of the horses that I photographed in '94 or '97 will no longer be there. What I'm very curious to see is how will they react towards me now, because I very much remember the way they were reacting towards me and how curious they were seeing a man walking on their territory. I've always used a lot of film. Perhaps that comes from fashion. Always looking for the perfect shot, of course.
Yes. Yes.
I'm very curious, of course, to go much further towards the extreme of the island. The more you're out there, the more chances that some beautiful moments will be in front of the lens. Beautiful moments happen all the time, all over the island. I can only be in one place at a time. Sable Island is a very primitive place. And if you go there with a keen eye to explore and to just not intrude, but just observe, then that primitive beauty will display itself in just incredible ways. In general, in a natural habitat, I've learned that if you give respect to what's in front of you, that respect will always be returned. The photographs, they are gifts that are being offered on a plate. And I think that those gifts, on some occasions, are being offered just to you. You can, of course, choose to take advantage of those moments, or you can just experience that moment for your own self. The details in some of them are amazing. Wow. Everybody wants to present their work in large form. My idea about presenting in large form had a purpose. I've been very close to horses on Sable Island. They allow themselves to be very close to me, to my surprise. I want to create the same feeling to the viewer that will look at those photographs. Yeah, for sure, because when a horse comes that close to me, the horse is gigantic. And I want to create that relationship with the viewer that it will never be on Sable Island, with a viewer that will never have a chance to see it, and with someone perhaps that has never been that close to a horse. Perhaps some of that beauty will reveal the compassion that we all have towards the natural habitat. With that compassion, perhaps we'll be able to go further and make sure that some places in this world are being left alone, untouched, just like Sable Island. I hope the Sable Island horses will roam forever free.